LSD, lysergic acid diethylamide, a powerful hallucinogenic drug and partial founder in psychedelic music, more commonly known as acid, Lucy, blotter, Uncle Sid, cubes, microdot, Looney Tunes, Zen, or sunshine, just to name a few. So let me fill you in on a brief history of acid. LSD was first synthesized in 1938 by Albert Hofmann, Swiss chemist attempting to create new medicine for heart and lung stimulation. The drug was harvested from ergoalkaloids, a family of natural fungal substances that grow on rye and other common grains. Hofmann discovered that LSD was unsuitable for medical use and instead caused what people commonly refer to as tripping. The drug was freely produced for scientific and medical study up until 1966, when the use of LSD stormed the youth of the world. The drug was then illegalized and deemed Schedule I. Paralleling the use of LSD, many musical groups focused on recreating the mind-altering experience through psychedelic rock music. Groups included the Beatles, Byrds, Grateful Dead, Doors, Jimi Hendrix Experience, Cream, Jefferson Airplane, and Floyd. So what is it? Acid is a colorless, odorless, tasteless, and inexpensive Schedule I drug with no medical use whatsoever and high potential for abuse. Acid works by altering the interaction of serotonin between the nerve cells, brain, and spinal cord. The neurotransmitter disturbance distorts visual judgment and heightens sensations, moods, and feelings. Although it is not an addictive substance physiologically, its users often deem the euphoric experience superior to their reality, leading to overconsumption, increased tolerance, and long-term drug abuse. However, effects of the drug wane with habitual use. A single hit of acid, for the typical person, is about 25 micrograms to experience hallucinogenic effects. That's 25 millionths of a gram, a tiny amount. LSD comes in many different forms due to its low profile characteristics and extremely high potency. Unlike most other Schedule I drugs, it is easily disguised in typical items and doesn't require any kind of smoking or injecting apparatus. Common methods of consumption include blotter paper, absorbent candies like gummy bears, Starbursts, sugar cubes, and is less commonly found in capsule or loose powder forms. So what is tripping anyways? Tripping varies across individuals due to distinctions in everyone's chemical makeup and personalized interests. However, commonalities include seeing or hearing things in an intensified or distorted way, visual and oral hallucinations, intense spiritual religious epiphanies, ecstatic experiences, and heightened self-awareness, increased interest in stimulants such as music, dance, philosophy, and lights. Effects usually take 30 to 90 minutes to occur, peaking around 3 to 6 hours into the trip and lasting up to 12 hours or more. Acid can be overdosed, contrary to belief, although acid itself cannot cause death via overdose. The overconsumption of LSD can lead to extreme instability and impaired judgment. This is often referred to as a bad trip. As tripping is different for everyone, a single dose may be enough to cause a bad trip for certain individuals. A bad trip is characterized by intense feelings of anxiety, fear, panic, paranoia, and despair. The user may experience terrifying or morbid thoughts and in turn fear losing control, becoming insane, or even dying. Such feelings may be accompanied by frightening hallucinations and crossover experiences that give the user the feeling of hearing colors and seeing sound, similar to the rare sensational condition known as synesthesia. The best calming solution to a bad trip is a reassuring talk down from someone who understands the effects of the drug. LSD can be extremely dangerous because distorted perceptions can cause inability to perform simple tasks and in turn, very impaired judgment. This impaired state can often lead to physical injury or accidental death. Some other cautions of using acid include long-term effects, such as psychosis or permanent disconnect from reality. After tripping, a person may be unable to determine a true reality from opposing realities created during a trip. This is often deemed as insanity. A less intense ongoing effect is flashback occurrence, where the user may randomly and momentarily re-experience past effects of a trip, both positive and negative. Also, phobias may develop as the result of a bad trip. And that is acid in a nutshell.